Welcome back to the AlexCloud2275 stream, here to bring you another October spooky special for my gaming pleasure and your viewing pleasure. Again, I ask that you do any likes, follows, comments, or subscribes that you might wish or want to do. Now or in the future, do check out my Twitch and follow on there and see what I play live after the October Spooky Special series. I will be... Plan is to finish off Red Dead Redemption 2 and do some Spider-Man. Might be doing some Dynasty Warriors and stuff like that, but I think after Alan Wake 2 and Silent Hill 2, I think I've entitled myself to a nice bit of casual, web-slinging, joyous, happy, fun time. So I'll be playing the Spider-Man 2018 remastered. Christ, thinking about 2018, like, for me, it just doesn't feel that long ago, because I'm getting to that age where those kind of time gaps aren't major, but it also, like, feels ages ago as well, so I can't really say that. I just can't believe 7 years has gone since then. Though it was very fun to play, and I think I played it in, like, 2018 sometime. But yeah, I'll be excited to jump on and then to finally play some Miles Morales and things like that, and to play the DLCs and stuff that I didn't get to play because I borrowed a mate's disc copy. And then check out my releases on YouTube on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, where I am playing. Where I am re-uploading my streams from Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, One Piece World Seeker, and Claire Obscure Expedition 33. And that's something I'll be finishing off on Twitch as well, because Claire Obscure was fun. But for now, as we are still in the midst of October, and it is spooky special season, we will continue with Alan Wake 2. Once I shut a door.
Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Profiling. Cult and the
Wake
clicker.
said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Alan Wake interview.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
That wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking at nursery rhymes. Dark substance appeared when the rhyme was completed.
That's it.
It looks like a trail. Does it want me to follow? And the rhyme from outside Cauldron Lake Ranger's cabin. Mm-hmm.
Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster. After I stop Nightingale, a rider who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the connection? What kind of case is this?
I killed Nightingale. I had to. He was a monster. The floating around Cauldron Lake proceeded afterwards. Nothing about this makes rational sense. We found Ellen Wake, a rider missing for 13 years, at the shore of the lake. Hopefully he can shed some light on this. The story.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Wake wrote a book in Dark Place called Return. Sketch edited it into a horror story. This story's events are slowly becoming true. The dark entity inside the dark place called the present. Dark presence.
Right.
According to Wake, the dark presence can sometimes take his appearance. Why? How? Wake, in the form of Scratch, the dark presence, is editing Wake's story, wants to turn the world into a fucking nightmare. Well, I obviously can't let that happen. Wake, Scratch, and the dark place are interchangeable. When the dark presence looks like Wake, it goes by the name Scratch. An evil twin is a bit convenient, but I'll keep an eye on it. Flashlights seem to weaken the taken. Light and the dark presence. It would make sense that the light is effective against the dark presence too. Inside the bright light, Saga felt safe and nothing could hurt her. Well-lit areas are safe from the dark presence and the taken. Wake was trapped in the dark place for 13 years. Wake was in another world that entire time. Wake says the dark place can be accessed at the bottom of Cauldron Lake. So what, Cauldron Lake is a gateway to some other world? Wake, fiction coming into contact with the dark place has the power to change reality. Okay. What does the story change reality rules? So whenever you write in the dark place becomes reality, it can't be that simple. Wake, the story changes a reality bit by bit, the process is gradual. This means the effect isn't immediate, there's still time to fix this. How to stop the story? Wake must get to the clicker before Scratch with it. The story can be changed and Scratch will be sent back to the dark place. The clicker. A magical light switch. Where do I even start? Wake says if we don't stop Scratch, we'll use the story to permanently change reality at the start of Deerfest. That only gives us 2 days to stop this. Some other strange reality, the dark place merged with ours. This place and the dark place, the page called this area the overlap.
The dark place. A dimension that's home to monsters. Huh. Wild stuff.
I entered Cauldron Lake. Overlap by reciting the poem. How to enter. The poem was about a local language, a witch who lost her heart, about Jera. The overlap, I need a push from both directions to manifest this reality, eroded by repeated dark lore and a counterpoint crafted in the depths of the dark place, connecting the story to the other side. For the overlap to form, it can't just be an urban legend. It must be supported and accompanied by a narrative in the dark place. Okay. Cult of the Tree. Wait, the cult could be Scratch the followers of Scratch. They have the clicker after all. Writing is part of the ritual. Cult psychology. Cult goal. Cult working for or with someone. Why would...
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Why work for Scratch? What does the cult get out of it?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
Okay. That's for later.
He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
But you double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people. The dark place. It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake.
Last time, it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. Fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true. Turn the world into a fucking nightmare. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. Cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
Okay. Mr. Wake, I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon. Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her, her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air, but she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
The cult of the tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Wake's clicker in the cult's possession somewhere in the watery trailer. Significant somehow. A trailer near watery, huh? Good place to start.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
From now on, you can switch between Alan and Saga's story via the bucket in the janitor's break room. Feel free to play in whatever order you choose. Wait, what? Really? Okay.
Able to escape. A dark presence had stopped me. I had seen the title page of another manuscript. Return. I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar. Important. I had to find it. The plot board was empty again. I needed a new draft, back at the beginning, but closer to my goal.
Part 1, we sing, I remember, return, a loop. The last draft of Initiation brought me to the writer's room, but not the one where I was writing now. A different reality, a different time. I had died in the end. Again, the dark presence had killed me, but something had changed now. My memories of what happened were not eaten away. There had been another manuscript there. The title page read Return. Had I written it, but then forgotten about it? It felt important. It was important. Okay. Right. Okay.
I would write a new draft of Initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the dark place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger.
tonight is Alan Wake. This time we wanted to do something.
I was back, and I hadn't forgotten. I knew how this worked now. I could take control, no more surprises.
What demons he wrestles with in the dark hours of the night. Together with our house band, the divine old gods of Asgard, we have created something very special. The song is called Herald of Darkness, but I like to call this next segment the story of the journey of Alan Wake, the musical. We just do what we always do. We'll chat, but instead of talking, we'll sing it.
Don't look at another man saves files, they're his own business. But yeah, okay, interesting. Alright. I will be doing Saga story, I think. Or maybe I'll alternate between them for a bit. I don't know. I'll do what I'll feel as the main plot points for Saga story, and then we'll jump into Wake. Huh. A shotgun. Shoebox is where you can store your items for Saga. Can access any item from any of these. Yes. Maximum health. Mm-hmm. There we are. Damn it. Let's go for the quick save. Quick save and checkpoints. A minute ago. That's the best one. Those flashes are very important. Cool. Alright. Shoebox. Swap you for you. That'll be okay for now.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them up. I remember writing an endless amount of pages. When this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
Wick. He remembers writing many pages while in the dark place.
Yes.
Wait. Is the origin of the pages, then no cult connection, unless the cult is working on scratch.
I wrote them. I remember writing an endless amount of pages. When this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same.
Should have let that finish off, but oh well.
I'm the only one who understands the forces behind this. I can help you.
No, that's not how this works. You're a civilian, and we don't do ride-alongs. And if Scratch is after you, then so is the cult. We don't know who we can trust here.
Dad, you are making a mistake.
I'll be sure to add that to the list.
Hi, welcome.
Okay. Past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
Stuffed moose and squirrels one.
No, thank you. Those beady dead marble eyes still give me nightmares.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages, just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin! Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express! Oh! Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. No. Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our amusement park petting zoo. Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats coffee. Seriously, it's not amusing. Take in amazing views from the Slow Roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun! And finish off at our beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll jaw a great time.
This is the third time I've requested something be done about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all night.
Yes, sir, I'm terribly sorry for that. We've called a professional electrician. In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV for the night?
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein. Why don't I just get rid of everything I'm paying for in that room while I'm at it? Sleep on the floor. Go to the toilet in the corner. Hey, I'm not unplugging it. You're fixing it.
Of course, sir.
Yep, reasons like that is why I
get
no longer
through
do
this.
customer service. Tammy didn't want me to come, I can tell. Like the trip is even helping. I thought getting out of the city would inspire me, but Bright Falls is just a bunch of trees and empty storefronts. Need to find something. I'm tired of writing one-act plays about how shitty the world is. I thought scathing social commentary would make me feel like a real artist, but I don't know, it's not me. I want to write something weird, something out there, something authentic, but what? Fuck this town. I don't even want to get into what happened last night. It's weird though, sitting there in the hotel room, some pieces started falling together. An idea for a new play, a space cult, a burning down a galaxy in some misguided search for TPD, a lone man, an artist wandering the stars until his destiny pulls him straight into the cult's path, all black cast, a musical, a rock opera. Ed returns to Cauldron Lake.
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled, in vain.
That doesn't sound good at all. Oh, right. It's 3, but it costs a lot, doesn't it? I remember. There is, yeah, it's like 16, something like that. Television. Coffee World. Another one.
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
Wrong way to do that.
It won't open.
swear I brought my full kit along. Jules? You didn't forget to pack the EMF reader, did you?
Why would I pack your gear? I've got my own to worry about.
Great. Now how am I supposed to measure the energy signatures emitted by paranormal manifestations?
Three delicious flavors. That's right. Our favorite sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, can now be enjoyed in smoked hickory, teriyaki, and hickory teriyaki. I handed out samples here at the Valhalla Nursing Home and thought I'd catch up with one of our residents to get her thoughts. Donna, how are you?
I've got chronic back pain from my spinal stenosis.
Oh, dear. You know, when I'm feeling stiff, I find a light snack helps. So, did you try that beef jerky?
No. Lunch is at 11, and I wanted to save my appetite because today was the fish soup with crackers. You're allowed up to 4 crackers, but I only take 1 unless I have a glass of cranberry juice. They ran out of cranberry juice at breakfast, which is at 7. I didn't take the oatmeal today because it makes me gassy before cribbage, and I can't...
So you didn't try the jerky? Got it. Well, that's too bad, Donna. Their new teriyaki flavor sure does hit the spot.
They had teriyaki salmon with rice on Friday's dinner menu. Dinner's at 5, but we all know the salmon takes longer to prepare, and then you're late for bingo. And who needs all that spice?
I agree. Teriyaki is a shit flavor.
Who? Is that Tapio? How are you on the line?
I couldn't end the call.
You've been on the phone this entire time?
Yes, and I hate teriyaki.
Well, it's delicious on jerky. So, let's give a big thank you to Wendy Davis for these samples.
Wendy? No, that can't be right. Wendy went missing in 2010. I heard she's dead.
No, I'm referring to Wendy Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky.
Wendy Davis. That's the dead one. She's dead.
Right. Well, that's our time. Remember to keep your coffee warm and your chin up because that sunshine's right around the corner. Pat Maine, signing off.
Aw, poor Pat. Old age has come for you, my friend.
Good afternoon.
Okay.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Right, let's have a look around at Bradford's. So these guys work for the FBC. And they were holding on to pages as well. I need bolt cutters. Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, Rose is in here.
So, I'm thinking of pre-gaming at my place before Deerfest. Drinks, snacks, some charades, maybe? Interested?
In everything but the charades.
What's wrong with charades? It's fun. And deer-themed.
I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay. Certainly isn't the same storage space from the nightmare. Or the delusion.
I need a tool to get this open.
It's locked. Okay. There's a little bit of an invasion of privacy there. No entry, it's for staff only. Okay.
Take it easy.
How far down here can I go?
This is not the right way. I have a case to get back to.
Okay. Just check it. That's the founder's pack.
Oh no, oh no! What will become of my birds now? Where will they go? Who will feed them? Fly away, find a happier place. Go while you still can. And what about old Margaret? Where will I go? Who will I look after when all my little friends are gone?
I know. What was she even doing out there? And at that time of night? She was what? Digging at what? I'm telling you, that woman's not all there.
Dun dun dun.
Gotta remember to buy stuff for taco night. Hot sauce, extra hot. Show Pete who's who.
Watch out for the Deerfest prep work.
How are you?
You're back with Pat Maine, and we've got a very special guest today on the program. It's artisan cuckoo clock designer Terry Feldman. Terry, how are we today?
Hey there, Pat. Doing just fine. I'm a super big fan of the show. What a treat to be on with you today.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine, Terry. Now, I hear you're doing something special for Deerfest. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm crafting a selection of custom basswood cuckoo clocks, but the real special sauce is when it's cuckoo time and you're expecting a bird to pop out for a chirp. Out comes a big old deer.
Well, that's just neat.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Real neat. That's gonna have the tourists tickled pink. And I hear you're selling these at the Sunday market. So make sure to say hello to Wendy Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, while you're there, all right? Terry, you still there?
Yeah, still here. I'm just... Geez, Pat, I'm sorry to tell you this. I thought you heard Wendy's dead.
Oh, boy. That's a strange joke you're playing there, Terry.
No, it's... I'm sorry, Pat. You know all that FBI business. Wendy was one of those bodies they found.
Well, that's just not possible, Terry. Wendy stopped by this morning with 3 flavors of beef jerky. She brought me the smoked hickory and the teriyaki and then what was that other one? I'm real sorry, Pat. What was that other one? She was just talking about this just hours ago. Smoke hickory, teriyaki, and... Hickory teriyaki! Thanks, Tapio. It's just a bit of a strange joke, Terry. Did Yako and I won't put you up to this? Pat, well, somebody's having a laugh over this little prank, I'm sure. Terry, thank you so much for your time. Can't wait to see those Deerfest cuckoos at the market. Wendy will be there with her beef jerky as always, and we'll be back after this.
Yep. On the list.
How many times do I have to tell you? She's gone missing.
Are you sure she's not just avoiding your calls?
Why would she do that? I'm a lovely person.
It's not opening.
The eye in the sky. I don't like it. It's staring at me. Ah! Help! Turn it away! Turn it away!
Make sure you write down that he's never done this before. He always comes home right after work, or at least calls to let me know he'll be late.
Okay. So these guys have no operational issues that their sheriffs just blinked out of existence yesterday.
It doesn't budge.
Alright.
Mulligan and Thornton told everyone to stay out of the basement. And now, they're nowhere to be found. I bet they're just trying to get out of work.
Let's not assume the worst of our colleagues.
Yeah, God forbid.
So Mulligan and Thornton have disappeared now too. Okay.
Favorite park benches in Bright. Up from our last broadcast. There was some talk, an off-color joke of sorts about Wendy Davis of Davis Family Beef Jerky being dead, which of course is a bunch of hogwash. So I'm gonna give our dear friend Wendy a call so we can put an end to these silly rumors. And oh, it looks like we already have her on the phone line. Wendy, hello.
Hi there, Pat.
That's not Wendy.
No, this is Jim Figamore. Remember, we were going to do the announcement today.
Oh, was that today? Listeners, we have Jim Figamore with us and the director of the Bright Falls Community Theater,
And I'm here to announce that the theater will be losing one of its most dignified thespians as I, Jim Figamore, will be running for mayor. Hold for applause.
Well, that's quite an announcement, Jim. Just let me find my notes here. I have some questions written down for you.
The real question is what happened to this town. Bright Falls used to draw in thousands of tourists with its vibrant art scene and impressive bird feeders. And what's our reputation now? Haunted Bright Falls. Spooky Bright Falls. The world is laughing at us. And now all this business with the FBI? We need a mayor who can turn this town's reputation around. And nobody knows more about the role of mayor than I do. I played one in the theatrical production of Fiorello, to glowing reviews by Coffee World magazine. Mayor Setter is a joke. And you know what? I hear he kills cats. There. I said it.
Now, Jim, this is a family show. I found my notes here, so why don't we pivot to some questions? First question, what exactly goes into that delicious beef jerky? Right, so it looks like these are my questions for Wendy Davis of Davis Family Beef Jerky.
The only jerk I care about is Mayor Setter. Our future's at stake. Pets are being murdered. And it's time for a change. Jim Figamore for mayor. That concludes our program today.
Oh, I actually had more,
Jim Figamore and Pat Maines signing off.
Okay. Let's walk past the radio, see if there's any more in this in the old radio, and then just jump in the car and go, I suppose. Nope. Cool.
I can't wait to hit the haunts.
We should check the town out first. You know, do research, interview some locals, get the feel of the place.
Not before I find my frickin' EMF reader.
Maybe not for the FBC. Maybe they are just like spook tourists, dark tourists, and things like that.
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? Must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the salt shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery. I should ask around.
Local girl. Return 3.
The flooding is even worse here. More like underwatery. I'll have to tell Casey that one later.
Have you seen Stella?
Hey, what did you used to say your dream job was as a kid? I bet it wasn't dock worker.
I don't know about all that, but idle hands are the devil's playground, so...
Well, us fishing types appreciate you all, at least.
Hey, where's the time gone? There's just a wretched husk of what used to be me left.
Okay.
Watery's definitely quaint.
Hello.
Fresh
I bet
out
they
of
have good
Holden
fish
Lake.
here.
A vote for Mayor Setter is a vote for everyone. For Watery!
Mayor Seta will stand up for justice. Hello. Do you have a second?
Ah, long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here. They are old tricksters always sneaking off.
Sorry. No, I wanted to ask you about something else. Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You have seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at a nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus. Thanks. Can you point me to any trailers around here?
Sure. Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. Ilmo Koskela owns it. Owns many things in town.
And where is Ilmo?
I saw Ilmo and his brother at the bridge. Well, what used to be the bridge.
Okay then. Catchy tune.
Moosefest meets Summer Hall. Raffles karaoke skits. Georgi Korposkovis. Colin Templeka. Come on, come on. Welcome to Coffee one of my Moose apartment open tomorrow. Watery. I'm sure all our readers know Ilmo Kreska, who, with the help of his brother Jaco, has been making our small town of Watery a bustling hub with his various business ventures. The latest of these, Coffee World, is a grand opening just around the corner. I had the chance to ask Ilmo a few questions about Coffee World. What is Coffee World about? So glad you asked. Coffee World is the world's greatest coffee-themed amusement park for all ages, all right here in our hometown of Watery. It's got rides, thrills, excitement, all the excitement you can ask for. And of course, lots of delicious fresh coffee, both hot and iced. Put that in. How this unique business idea came about? Well, as you know, I'm all about ideas and I'm an idealist. You could say that, but even that's more important to me. is the successful business in our hometown. With my help, we can revitalize Watery, build its economy back up, bring the tourists back in, and enjoy ourselves in the process too. Coffee World is just as much for the townspeople as it is for the out-of-towners. Which attraction should visitors be sure not to miss? That's having to choose between my favourite chai. It's impossible. But the Slow Roaster is, of course, a wonderful ride full of mystery and magic, and the Espresso Express sure gives you a thrill also. But don't forget to drop by the Fresh Pot gift shop on your way out. You'll never know what treasures you might find. Coffee, at least. I bet. Yes. Alright, and what's the last one? Is this Watery's own Nessie? An anonymous source since this photograph throughout it is claiming it captured during the last full moon. A majestic beast hidden in the depths of the water of an elaborate plank. A sea creature that defies the very laws of nature, or a submarine relic in the Cold War era. A lonely wanderer searching for companionship or the compassion of a fearsome monster and for blood. These are among others haunt our editorial dreams as the night falls records after one of our avid readers sent this mysterious photograph as evidence of an identified creature roaming the waters of Watery, making a rare but opportune appearance. This titillating spot might just be the event of the year. As we dive deeper into the mystery, we are at Bright Falls. Record invites all of our readers a naming competition. What should we call a local beast? Watery Wonder? Sheila the Shield Monster? Send in your suggestions now. More updates and revelations to follow. And I've missed the last part as the story unfolds. Okay. Terrifying strange dives into the dark depths of Velocity's mind. Tom the Poet, a film by Thomas Zane. Pinprick in the Light of the Ocean Darkness, starring Thomas Zane as the diver, Barbara Jagger as the Dark Presence, Cynthia Weather as the Lady of Light, Alan Mart as the Assistant, written and directed by Thomas Zane, based on the novel by Alan Wake. Discussing Zane's earlier career in Finland, his artist commute to Bright Falls, his lost work, Tom the Poet, his mysterious disappearance in 1997, playing his dark double in his films, The Poet, The Writer, The Diver, Thomas Rutherford. 2023. The Dark Doppelganger in the Art and Life of Thomas Zane. Thomas the Amateur. Guest lecturer by the President of Bright Falls Film Society, Thomas Emerson. Okay.
Such a shame.
Well, ticket. Alright, well guys, we're going to have another break, but this time it's going to be a dinner break, so I'm probably going to be a bit longer. Thanks very much for watching. Do any likes, follows, comments, or subscribes that you might wish or want to do. And when we come back, we will... did not mean to do that. Continue with our investigation into Watery. So I'll catch you in the next one.